Alright, let's wrap this guy up by putting on some of our swag. So we want to add our revision and the name of our device and all that good stuff that, again, isn't necessary, but it's always nice to have, especially if you make several iterations of your board. You're going to want to keep track of which PCB is which revision. Sometimes it's obvious from the board, like which one is new to you, but to other people it may not be clear. And maybe you made some small changes to the wiring and it's not visible, so it's nice to have that running revision number. So let's add text, Bluetooth RC car, put on the T place, let's make it size 1.5, maybe 1, yeah, 1's good. Ratio 20, I like to make the title thick. Vector, and let's see if we can find a spot for it. Real quick, I want to drop it and then display minus T values. Values won't show up, so you can put it over the spot where a value would show up and you'll be fine. Maybe here on the side. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I'm gonna go where I was kind of hovering earlier. I forgot to do this on the remote, but usually I don't have multi-board designs. But this one will be the vehicle, so let's just put that also. Maybe place it here. No, it'll get in the way of this. Maybe here. We can put our revision number. So for you guys, this is Rev 1, 0.5. I don't like to make this one as prominent. And maybe right there, and then we'll flip it over. And I didn't do this for the remote, but again, I like to put usually the title and then the revision number if I feel like it on the bottom as well. So we can copy that from the top, mirror it, and now it should be on the bottom. See here, it's on B place. So here, it might be obvious, but on the top, like we couldn't put it over the microcontroller, we get covered. But here, we can put it over many of the devices, so we can put it almost anywhere. So maybe I'll put one, we can put it right over this. It looks weird to us, but when we actually print on the board, it'll be fine. And that's one of the reasons why Eagle has all these layer separations, so that it's easy to see. And the revision number, maybe I'll put here in the corner. Not that important to see. We gotta add our text designed by. You can put this on the top, but usually I like to put it on the bottom. People usually don't like to see it. Alright, so designed by, and then you already know it. Gotta add my Mr. Swirly Eyes. Oh yeah, gotta mirror him. And then trying to place him in a spot where it's as continuous as possible. Unfortunately, no matter where I put it, he's gonna get hit by a couple of VIAs. So maybe I'll try and put one on his eye or something funny. And then again, I'm not famous yet, so I gotta still tell people who this is. Oh yeah. And then since I am part of PIB, gotta drop that PIB logo. You can put a big guy right here. Probably look like crap when we print it, but I'm curious to see how it'll turn out. Cutting through my little guy. Maybe I'll move him over some. Alright, nice big box. A little ridiculous. You can pick whatever one you want. You don't even have to put this logo. And I encourage you to make your own. It'll be cool. Alright, and we can push this to Fusion. Create a new design. Next. So it depends on what you have. Again, this is optional, the whole Fusion part. I'm going to put it in my play folder. Some things don't have a 3D model, but that's okay. Most of them are the logos and the battery connectors and motor connectors. Let's push into Fusion. Alright, Eagle seems to be yelling at me that it is ready. So let's go to Fusion and check it out. There it is. So there is our board. Hopefully it looks rad. Let's get rid of some of the artifacts from our non-existent 3D models. So should be PIB logo, Mr. Swirly Eyes, 2-part ground tie, LiPo battery pads, and there should be a motor pad somewhere. So lo and behold, hopefully it looks rad. This is another debugging tool to make sure everything kind of fits where you expect, make sure nothing's in the way. So these look awfully close, but in the board that you guys are using, they're just out of the way enough so that it can fit. This is where your server is going to connect, and then you can actually put this into your 3D CADed model design. Here's the bottom, looks cool. It's really awesome that you can actually even see the noisy ground and our regular ground planes, and then even where they're connected to the battery. Alright, so hopefully this was rad. Hopefully you guys learned some from the design of this board, and this is very applicable for projects where you may have really noisy components and you need to isolate the ground planes or power planes, for example. Cool. So enjoy the rest of the project, and hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. There was a lot to talk about, so hopefully you guys learned enough to make some really cool boards of your own. Till then, I'll catch you nerds later.